Okay, students. So this topic is career management process. So career management process. So all of you know well about process. Process means that is you want to follow number of steps. Like that, career management is also it's not a single step. You want to follow number of steps. So in the particular point of view, we are saying that particular career management as a process. So in career management process, the first one is identification of individual needs and aspirations. So first of all, we want to identify the individual needs and aspirations. So individual needs and aspirations means this is in the term of employee point of view. So when an employee is coming to the organization for the job, what the organization want to do means the company want to identify the employees, that is individual employees needs and aspirations. So for what purpose he is coming for job? So what is his need? What is his aspiration? So first of all, the company want to identify. So only by means of identification of employees needs and aspirations, accordingly we can able to develop the career for the particular employee. At the same time, we can able to the company can also know about each and every employee well. Second one is identification of organization needs and opportunities. Okay, so first after that the company want to know its organization needs and opportunities. So each and every company is having some business motive. It's having some needs and opportunities. So the company want to know its needs and opportunities, and after that the company want to see whether that particular employees needs and aspirations and company's needs and opportunities are matching. So we want to know this. Okay, so only by means of knowing this, that is why we are comparing these two things, means because these two things should meet. Only by means of meeting these two things we can able to give very good output. So otherwise there won't be any progress. So this is not called positive congruence. So positive congruence means that the employees needs should meet with the company's needs, and company's needs should meet with the employee needs. So if there is any one mismatch, it's called as negative congruence. Automatically there won't be any progress for the employee, at the same time for the employer. So automatically we are comparing these two things, and by means of comparing these two things we want to see whether it's positively correlated. It's called as positive congruence. Positive congruence and positive correlated means nothing but employees needs and wants should match with the company's needs and opportunities. So only then it is a benefit for the company, at the same time it is benefit for the employer. So because of that, the employer also the company can able to fulfill its needs, and company can able to develop, and at the same time employer's needs and wants also can be fulfilled. Okay, so for that only we are comparing these two things. Third one is assessment of individual strength and weakness. So each and every employee might be having lot of strength and weakness. It's quite common. So the employees are not machines; they are human beings. They are made up of bones and muscles. They are living organisms. So in that sense, it's quite common for all of them to have a strength and weakness. For example, today's present world, if corona is attacking the human being, so because of that, human beings are many thousands of human beings are dying per day. Yes. So at the same time, it's the corona is not attacking any computer, or it's not attacking any robot. So because of that particular robot or computer is not dying, human beings are dying. So human beings are so because of that we can able to say that human beings are having own strength and weakness. So automatically what we want to do means we want to identify the strength and weakness, and we want to maximize your strength. What is your strength? If you are having 80% strength means you want to maximize to 100%, and if you are having weakness means you want to take steps to remove the weakness. You want to abolish your weakness, right? So next one is placement on career path. So what you should do means that particular employee is new for an organization. He might not be know well about his career, something else, but the other employees in that particular organization, his superior, his boss knows well about the employee's talent, employee's knowledge, employee's skill, and what they should do means they want to place that particular employee in the right path. only by means of placing that particular employee in the right path. What that particular employee can do, that particular employee can able to develop step by step. For example, he can be he can start his job as an executive, like a marketing executive, but he might be he can be a highly talented guy. So he don't want to be stay as a marketing executive for 25 years or 30 years like that. So what the company can do, the company can place him on a suitable career path, and make him and can give that particular employee very good promotions each and every year, or at least 2 years once, 3 years once. That particular company can provide very good package for that particular employee, and because of that particular employee can comes to a very high position in a short span of time. So that's called placement on career path. Next one is a review of career plans. So we want to review your career plans. So for example, we are conducting different test assignments, then seminars like that for the students. So for what purpose we are reviewing the students' career plan. So students' career in the college, in the schools, we are reviewing. So like that, what we should do, we want to review each and every employee's career plans. That is, we want to measure that particular employee's career, how that particular employee is performing. There are different methods for employees measuring employees' performance, like so performance appraisal is there. So, and in the performance appraisal, so there are also a lot of modern methods, modern techniques, are there. So we can use that particular modern techniques, and we can able to measure each and every employee's performance, how he or she is doing the job in a best manner, and what are the drawbacks. We can able to review periodically, and we can able to make him do in a better manner. So these are the things comes under career management process. Okay, thank you.